Now, the national chairman of the opposition NDC, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, has touted the achievement of the party, describing it as the most enduring and successful party in the Fourth Republic. At a ceremony to mark 30 years of the party's existence, he noted that the NDC has done far more for the country than any other party in the last 30 years.
The NDC is a great party, and we must all be proud of it. It is therefore incumbent on all of us to commit ourselves to the defense of the party and its policies and programs. The NDC has contributed to the development of the country more than any other political party in the Fourth Republic. It is the NDC that introduced and implemented the National Electrification Program, which connected all regions and districts of this country with electricity. Indeed, the rural electrification, the SHARP projects were all undertaken by the NDC government. Ever since the Kosomo Dam was built and the Kron Dam was built, it is the NDC who changed the generation mix and brought the Abuaze thermal plant together in order to add thermal complementarity to our energy mix. And beyond that, all other expansion of the energy mix has been spearheaded by the NDC. To the extent that when the NPP came to power, they were complaining that we have generated more power than it is needed. I'm surprised that when you come and inherit more, something more, you even complain that you have inherited something more. But we NDC, we are proud of our achievement. It is the NDC that provided more health infrastructure than any other political party, including the building of regional hospitals. All the regional hospitals in the country can be attributed to the handiwork of the NDC. Come and talk about education. All the polytechnics were put in place by the NDC, and we upgraded them into technical universities. There were only 3 public universities in this country. Any other public university was put in place by the NDC government. In the secondary education, we cannot talk about it. Every monumental development at the secondary level, including the E-blocks, were put up by the NDC government. And we are proud of our achievement. You go to the water systems, the K3 water supply, the community water and sanitation, the small water supply systems, everything in terms of water supply in this country. Tell our opponents to engage us in debate, and we'll tell them that in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of supply of services to this country, NDC, we are head and toes apart when it comes to any comparison.
Now, he noted the NDC has survived 3 decades because of the unflinching dedication of its rank and file, despite attempts by their major opponents to disorganize and destroy the party.
Fellow Akatamansunians, the MPP won the 2000 election, and all attempts were made to annihilate the NDC. But trust me, the party survived and remained resilient despite all the machinations, intimidations, and harassment it went through. I must state that between the period of 2001 and 2002, the NDC went through the worst part of its history. So determined was the MPP to decimate the NDC that the majority leader in parliament at that time, the late J.H. Mensah, in describing the future of the NDC, made a statement to the effect, and I quote, "By the time we finish with the prosecution of all these NDC people, there will be no party left." But the NDC remained unruffled and soldiered on. We put the pieces together after the 2002 Congress and started working hard. Yes, we demonstrated the indomitable spirit of the never say die until the bones are rotten, and the Kuma Apembaba spirit to move the party together. Then in 2004 election, The NDC made a very strong showing, which shocked the MPP and Ghanaians. In fact, as a result of the performance of the NDC in the elections, a panic-stricken MPP, led by the late Jake Obichebi Lamte, rushed to the seat of government, the castle, and hurriedly organized a press conference and announced the results of the election and declared the MPP as the winners of the elections, even when the Electoral Commission had not announced the official results. This was a harbinger of coming events, as the MPP eventually was defeated in the 2008 election, and the NDC came back and formed the government led by His Excellency Professor John Evans Atamnes.
The first General Secretary of the NDC, Alhaji Hudu Yaya, has warned against the monetization of the party's electoral processes as it gears up to reorganize and capture political power in 2024. According to Mr. Yaya, the phenomenon, if allowed to persist, will weaken the party and result in a situation where, quote, strangers will lead the party. Speaking at the NDC's 30th anniversary celebration, he urged delegates to vote based on the active years and commitment of the various candidates.
Mr. Chairman, let me also say that manitocracy, or what is it, manicracy or manito, whatever it is, manicracy, that is also something that will weaken our party. Yeah, that is also something that will weaken our party. Mr. Chairman, let's make it a point, and everybody should hear loud and clear, that when we are going for internal elections in the party, the questions that delegates should ask themselves should be, the person who wants us to vote for him or who wants me, who wants my vote, the question should be, how long have you been in the party? Do not discourage it. We will come and have strangers leading the party. And when I say, please, and when I say strangers leading the party, a party is built together by people who believe in certain ideals. So if you have not demonstrated how much you are convinced about those ideals, how can you fight for those ideals?
He's also urged the leadership of the party to take a critical look and take serious disciplinary actions against persons who campaign skirt and blouse. Mr. Yaya noted that the party's performance was affected by this phenomenon in the last elections.
We realize that there are a number of constituencies where we had skirt and blouses, where either the president will win and will lose the seat, or will win the seat and the president loses. We will have to resolve this issue of the skirt and blouses. And I am saying that, Mr. Chairman, I am saying that we should make it a point. Anybody who can be proven that the person openly canvassed skirt and blouse, the party should take very serious disciplinary action against such a person. Because the Constitution, not only our Constitution, but even national Constitution or the electoral law, does not allow you to belong to two parties.